We will now commence the questioning. We will have to start with our Senate officers. So I now recognize Senator Jinggoy Estrada. You have 10 minutes, sir. 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Some questions addressed to the former President. Mr. President, kanina pa ho kayo tingin ng tingin sa amin. Lagi kayo tumitingin sa kanan. Hindi ho kayo tumitingin sa kaliwa. Nagpapansinan na ba ho kayo ni Senator De Lima?
Wala maganda dyan. Dito lang.
Anyway,
Mr. Chair.
to be serious, on a
Yes,
serious
Mr.
note,
Chair,
sir.
I think,
I beg
Senator
the
Jinggoy,
SP
Senator
Pro
Rizal.
Tempore to lead us in setting the tone that this is not a laughing matter.
I'm
Yes,
not,
Salamat,
I,
Mr.
I,
Chair.
I was not joking.
I was just para ma-lighten lang yung mood, Mr. Chair. Anyway, on a serious note,
Yes, okay.
Mr.
Continue.
President, how do you assess the campaign against illegal drugs during your time, Mr. President? Do you consider it as a success, Mr. President?
Mr. Senator, it is a continuing problem for the country and for the entire world. The drug problem is a very serious and pernicious, virulent ailment that the country is facing. Panahon ko and the previous presidents, yung panahon ko, hindi siguro ninyo nagustuhan, not you, yung the entire country, I am addressing the entire country. Baka hindi ninyo nagustuhan. But yun ang style ko. Sinabi ko nga, I tried to do the best that I could. Eh kung nagkulang ako, pasensya. Pero ang solusyon during my time was a call of duty of the President. Ako yun. Kasi ako yung presidente sa panahon ko. At hindi po ako nagkulang, Mr. Senator. Nag-warning ako lahat narinig ng Pilipinas. Huminto kayo sa droga. Bitawan ninyo, drop it. Kasi magkakaproblema talaga tayo. Pag nakita tayo sa isang kanto at hawak mo ang droga, problema na talaga yan. So, yun na, nagkakaroon tayo ng problema. May patayan. But it was not a state-sponsored killing. There was never an official order to the police and the military and to the agents of government to kill. Andyan si Senator De La Rosa. Wala akong sinabi na ganon kasi abogado ako. Ang sinabi ko, yung sinabi ko nung nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy, that in your fulfillment of duty, yung elements of self-defense would apply to you pag you are trying to arrest a person. Alam mo, ang trabaho ng pulis kasi, pag sinabi mong aarestuhin kita, hindi hinto dyan. The police must arrest and overcome the resistance para madala mo yung kriminal doon sa istasyon at mabok mo para makulong. Yan ang problema at naawa ako sa mga pulis. Hindi mo masabi, bitawan mo yung baril at pag hindi sumunod, sabihin nila ng pulis, o sige, bukas makita tayo dito, huwag ka nang magdala ng baril. Po, hindi yun ang tinuro ko sa kanila. Nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy. Yan, lahat yan sila dumaan sa akin. Yan, because, yan ang turo ng sa College of Law. That's the law. Kung ano yung sinabi ko sa pulis, batas yan. Walang compromise dyan when you are arresting a person. If he resists, pag ayaw magpa-aresto, you have to overcome him. His resistance. Ngayon, pag lumaban, nagkaletse-letse, may baril, may magpatayan talaga. Kaya yan ang problema ng pulis, kaya naawa ako. Kaya ako rin nandito, guns, siguro, paano na rin ng guns, God sent yung invitation ninyo. Naawa ako dito sa mga pulis na tinatawag ninyo at inaano ninyo, yung trabaho ng pulis kasi involves personal contact. Walang trabaho sa pulis, sabihin niya, halika dito, bitawan mo yan, mag-surrender ka, sumama ka sa akin. It is always a confrontation, and if the other guy is armed, there will always be kamatayan or injuries.
Mr. President, if I may...
Yes, sir.
Kasi napapanood ko kayo sa TV, nung hindi pa ho ako senador, during your term, na meron ho kayo sinasabi, uubusin ko kayo, papatayin ko kayo. Ano po ibig sabihin? Sino po yung uubusin ninyo? Sino yung papatayin ninyo? Ito ba yung mga user, mga pusher ng illegal drugs?
Yes, sir. Lahat. Hold-upper, kidnappers.
Hindi lang sa drugs?
Hindi lang droga, sir. Lahat po. When I was mayor, kalaban ko lahat ang criminals. Huwag naman yung mga staff, wala akong pakialam dyan, yung mga tseke-tseke. Yung mga kidnappers, sa Mindanao po, marami yan. At yung mga lawless elements doon, when they go on a rampage, they take over the entire municipality. I-hostage na lang yung municipality, yung bangko lahat doon, hino-hold up, at yung police hindi makagalaw kasi nakapalibot sila and there are civilians. And they cannot start a war because the civilians eventually will be killed in the process. Pati sila.
Nung sinabi niyo pong uubusin ko kayo lahat, papatayin ko kayo lahat, ito ba ho yung naging resulta kaya marami hong naging patayan, Ginoong Pangulo?
Literally, yes.
So, pero wala ho kayong inuutos sa mga dating chief of police ninyo,
Sir.
chief of PNP na pumatay?
Warning lang na, istorya man lang yan, sir.
Chismis lang ho?
Alam mo, pagka mayor ka, o presidente ka, pag sinabi mo, hoy, huminto kayo dyan, masama yan, illegal yan, walang mangyari sa syudad mo. Pag sinabi mo, huminto kayo, papatayin ko kayo. Pag hindi sila huminto, of course, the police would come in. Sabihin ko sa police, pag naghawak ng baril, ito yan sila, dumaan yan sa Davao lahat. Koy, pati, ito, si Danao, lahat yan sila, dumaan ng Davao. Ang order ko talaga sa kanila, pag maghawak ng baril, patayin mo na para one less criminals. Bukas mag-hold up na naman yan, may poproblema na naman tayo. Ganon rin sa PUSER.
So, Ginong Pangulo, nung mayor po kayo ng Davao, do you confirm the existence of the Davao Death Squad?
No, sir.
Wala ho
Wala.
Davao Death Squad. So,
Wala,
ano po
wala.
yung iniimbestigahan ni former Senator De Lima nung siya chairperson ng Commission on Human Rights?
Or,
Ang iniimbestigahan po niya yung DDS, if I'm correct. Am I correct?
I don't know how the term was coined.
Senator De Lima, were you investigating the Davao Death Squad when you were chair of the CHR?
Yes, that was the
But
focus.
the former president doesn't confirm the existence of the Davao Death Squad.
That has been his position nung tinanong ko ho siya, nung nag-appear siya sa public inquiry, na there's no such thing as DDS. But there are people, there are witnesses who said that there is such a thing as Davao Death Squad. It may not be the correct term, or it may not really be or explicitly called the Davao Death Squad.
Who
But, euphemistically.
who coined that name, that phrase, the Davao Death Squad?
I think it was media, it was certain sectors, certain groups.
But it was not the CHR which you headed before, Madam Senator.
We knew it to be as Davao Death Squad because of the various reports. But it did not originate from us, the term Davao Death Squad. What is clear to us is that there was this group of assassins, and some of them are actually part of the Davao City Police Office. And there are also the Abanteros, the assassins themselves, with respective handlers. And already, Mr. Matubato and Mr.
Yeah.
Las Cañas.
If I may cut you, Madam Senator, may quick interjection on those, Senator.
Okay, our rules on interjection, ganito ha, I will have to ask the permission of the senator who has the floor
Yeah,
if
okay
you
lang.
want. And then, please limit it to maximum of 2 and very related to the topic we're discussing, okay? So,
Kahit one lang, Mr. Chairman.
1 or 2,
One
yes,
lang.
you want to?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
please.
Senator Risa Ontiveros is recognized.
Salamat kaayo, Mr. Chair, and salamat sa SP Pro Tempore. Very quick, at the proper time, and this is related to the line of questioning of the SP Pro Tempore right now. At the proper time, I will ask the Chair's permission to play a never-before-played video that precisely talks about the Davao Death Squad, exactly related sa line of questioning ng SP Pro Tempore at this
Okay.
moment, Mr. Chair. Salamat,
May isa pa.
SP Pro
May
Tempore.
isa pa. If-
Salamat
if-
kaayo,
if-
Mr.
If you
Chair.
permit it,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Senator Bato. Yes.
Senator, may I
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
interject? Lahat itong sa right side ko, dumaan ito ng Chief of Police, Police Director. Puro commander ng death squad yan.
I thought there was no existence.
Trabaho ng pulis yan. Literally, hindi mo sabihin ng death squad. Yung isang senador, yan ang nakaupo dyan, si Senator De La Rosa. Death squad rin yan. Because they were police directors handling the controlling crimes in the city. So pag sinabi mong death squad, it's a very loose term na ginagamit mo lang parang ganon isili. Lahat yan sila, ito, si Danao, ayan o. Nagdadasal kasi sa kasalanan niya siguro. Magkano bang, ilan bang pinatay mo? Dumaan yan. Ito, De La Rosa. Tanungin ko sila ngayon. Tanungin ninyo. Openly, lahat yan dumaan pagka-police chief. Pati yan si Gamboa. Tanungin ninyo. Danao, kung may utos ba ako na patayin ninyo yung tao na nakatali yung paa, pati kamay sa likod, or assassinate them. Ang sinabi ko, ganito, prangkahan tayo, encourage the criminals to fight, encourage them to draw their guns. Yan, buhay yan. Ayan ang sila, yan ang instruction ko. Pati yan si Kuy. Encourage, pati yan si De La Rosa, encourage them lumaban. Pagka lumaban, patayin ninyo para matapos na ang problema ko sa siyudad ko. Tangina yan. Noong na-presidente ako, ganun rin sa command conference. Diyan sa Malacanang. Yan ang utos ko. Bakit ko pagbigyan important? Mag-criminal, they go after the innocent people robbing. Mabutit na lang sana kung aakyat ng bahay. Mayor ako matagal. Aakyat ng bahay, magnakaw, re-rapin yung bata, re-rapin yung babae, tapos papatayin. Kung ikaw ang mayor, how do you deal with the problem? Ano
Mr.
kaya ang tingin ninyo sa... Hindi, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to express to the nation. Unforgiving ako, hardliner, alam nila yan. Pati pulis alam nila. They are not ready siguro to talk about it. Sinabi ko yan sa mga pulis. Putang ina kayong mga pulis, pag pumasok kayo dyan sa droga, kayo ang mauuna.
Mr. Chair.
No need to strike it out if that is the real way that the mayor then phrased his sentence. Okay,
Can I just continue?